feels good to be walking through that door. And many times we can't wait to walk upstairs or down the hall and sit on that bed and say, oh, this feels so good. Home again. But now they were home again because they were in the arms of God, in the land that he had inhabited for them and got for them. And in the last one, because we're getting ready to run out of time, it says, let's dance. Now they're dancing for real. I don't know about you, but I see I've come home sometimes from a vacation and walked in my house, and as they would say, the old folks, cut a jig just to be in my house. I said, it feels so good. Feels so good to be in here. Because of things that happened when I was out on vacation or otherwise. You hit a breaker, Leroy. It hit a breaker. So when it says, and Miriam the prophetess, the sister of Aaron, took timbrels in her hand, and all the women went out with her, timbrels and with dance. And Miriam answered them, sing ye to the Lord, for he hath triumphed gloriously, the horses and the riders hath he thrown down. So now they got a real celebration because they're now at home, the enemy is down, they got food, they got shelter. But most of all, they are now coming to believe in God more, in his power and in his strength, and in who he is. So now they're accepting him. As you all were saying earlier, they are now seasoned in their belief in God. We're seasoned Christians in our belief in God and the things that we do. And in something that was said earlier by Reverend Gideon, we follow a man of God. But the scripture tells us we should follow only one man blindly. Yes, God impregnated him with the stuff that he needs to lead his people, and he's charged him with it. But guess what? He's still a man. He's still fallible. So we should follow him. But as you said earlier, study to show ourselves approved, which means not blindly. Only one man we should follow blindly, with no question, on anything that he does or anything he says. But as seasoned Christians, we find a problem with that sometimes, in just following that one man, knowing that he can't do no wrong. He can't tell a lie. He can't hurt you because he loves you too much. But we find we have a problem sometimes just following him blindly, which we should do at all times. With that, as we were talking about in the Sunday school meeting, we needed to close this class out at 11:45, giving time for the summation, the offering, and getting ready for the next service. I see we have Pastor Cox with us. Something you want to say to us this morning?
Despite the death, pain, circumstances. And I think it'd be unrealistic. Family member of someone just passed away. You go to the doctor, get a legal report, and then the next Sunday you come in shouting. I mean, it's possible, but it's unrealistic. So it takes some time for everybody can shout when God delivers. So like when Israel got through with the Red Sea, the whole while they were panicking. They didn't know whether the water was gonna come back down on them or what. And that's the kind of situation we're in. As we're going through our situation, we don't know if it's gonna get better or worse. So the shout is at the end. Once God delivers, I think we gotta learn how to shout in the midst of it.
Well, that's where the good, the bad, and the ugly come in. See, the good is at the end 99% of the time. But the bad and the ugly most times is in the middle because you don't know. You know, but you don't know. So when we are doing that, then we have to learn how to celebrate the good, the bad, and the ugly. Putting the good at the end because it's all over now. There's no more doubt, and there should be no more fear. With that, I'm going to turn it over to the superintendent so that we can close out. And I thank you for your attention. I hope that something was said that would guide you through the rest of the week. Thank you.